My name is Jadyn Goss and I'm a senior. This year has been really good. It's probably my best year of high school so far, or yet. The most challenging task is probably just applying for scholarships and to colleges and just waiting for everything, because all of the waiting can be really anxiety provoking, and so that's kind of hard. I'm honestly probably not the best person to describe senioritis because I don't have it. I have had a really good year of high school so far, and I don't want it to end. My favorite subject has always been history. There has been. Miss Dowd has made a big impact on my life. Miss Dowd has really impacted my life. I first had her my sophomore year, and she actually got transferred into her class like probably a month into school, and I've always been like really quiet and shy, and I really liked her class because she was very nice and kind and always joyful, and every time you go into her class you just feel like a radiation of joy. And I that year got cut short because of COVID, and so we went online, and we would have Google Meets where it was optional if you get on and you can talk to your teacher about assignments that you have. And I remember one time talking to her for probably 2 hours, and it wasn't just about like school stuff. It was about like my life, her life, and how like we were getting through the COVID time and of being in quarantine for like those 3 months or however long it was. And she was just very encouraging, and she started talking about like me and was saying like that she sees something different in me than she does in other kids, and it's like very rare that a student like me would come along, and it just really impacted me because I've never had like self-confidence, never thought there's anything that sets me apart from other people, and she really makes it a point to tell each student like that they're capable of doing things further than they think they can. And she encouraged me last year to get involved in student council, and I didn't think that I could be like in a leadership position, and she encouraged me to apply, and sure enough I got that position. And she's always been really encouraging and tries to push us out of our comfort zone, and she just teaches us to be kind people, good leaders, and yeah, her impact is definitely something I'll take with me for the rest of my life. My advice for incoming freshmen would be it gets better. Like freshman year isn't good for most people, and you're picked on, you're at the bottom of the food chain kind of thing, and it gets better. So don't let freshman year put in your head an idea for what the rest of high school is going to be like. The highlight of my year has been getting into my dream college, Texas A&M. 10 years from now, I'll be 27, so out of college, I want to be a teacher, so hopefully I'll be a teacher, and maybe married. Probably not, but maybe. I don't think there's necessarily one most influential person. I just think that I think it's a group of people that are most influential on your life, And I think that the people that you surround yourself with ultimately have the biggest influence on you. I'm a big believer in the quote, "You are the people you surround yourself with." So you're going to become and be influenced by whoever you have around you. My family and my friends. I am inspired by my mom. I am disappointed with how much I didn't try early on in high school. I will never forget all of the experiences I've had the past couple of years. The most important quality in a friendship is trust. The ice cream flavor that best describes me is Bluebell's Cookie Two-Step because it has more than one type of cookie. My favorite part of the day is my 4th to 5th period class because I have my leadership class with people I really love, and then I have my 4th period class, and which is partner PE, so I get to see my partners in that class. I am a student athletic trainer, so I help injured athletes. So I go to practices for football, and I also go to football games, and those are often eventful. There's always people getting hurt in football, so there's always something to do. I tape ankles, I cover up cuts and burns and clean blood off people's uniforms. And then I'm also a baseball trainer, and that's fun. I like watching baseball. Less people get hurt, so a lot of times it's just watching the game. But if someone gets hurt, I help them. And I'm also a student council PMP officer, and that stands for Pride and Patriotism. And so in that position, I am in charge of school spirit, so I put on events like Mr. MHS and help with homecoming and plan the spirit days for homecoming week along with other student council members and officers. My hobbies are riding bikes, playing the piano, playing board games, playing Mario Kart. That's my favorite game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Something interesting about myself is that I write everything down. Not everything, but almost everything down. If I hear something I like, I write it down. And if I have a whole notes section in my notes from that I started freshman year of quotes that I've heard people say throughout my time in high school that I just jot down. So if you're around me and you say something that is like impactful or funny, I'll just jot it down in my notes. That's really hard because I referred back to that for my senior quote and it took a long time to pick. But probably one of my favorites is where kindness is hardest to give is where it's needed most. I would tell my younger self to enjoy being a little kid because you're only a little kid for so long and it passes by really fast as years go on. Time seems to go faster and faster. The best piece of advice I've ever been given is actually from my teacher, Miss Dowd. She said to make a decision, and if that decision isn't meant to be, then doors will close in that direction. And if that decision is meant to be, then doors will open and in that direction, and whatever is meant to be and what is good for your life will be in its own timing. My dreams that I have for the world of tomorrow is for people, this is kind of dumb. My dreams that I have for the world of tomorrow is for people to value knowledge and to not get so upset and frown upon like school and having an education and learning things, because the more you learn, the more you love the world that you're in. I will remember my biology teacher, Miss Ferranti. She was also my chemistry teacher sophomore year, because she's very sarcastic and funny, and I always like going to her class because she says a lot of things that I write down in my in my list of quotes. And yeah, I'll definitely remember Miss Ferranti. I feel like all the funny stories I have wouldn't be school appropriate.
I mean, it's okay if you don't.
Yeah, can I skip that one?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can. Although I want to hear them.
Okay. My screen time for the day has gone up in the past week or so. Last week it was like, well, it fluctuates. Last week it was like 4 hours. The week before that it was 3 hours. I remember like last month it was 6 hours a day. So I'm definitely trying to go below the 3-hour mark from now on. My most used app is the Bible app. I have lots of playlists. Country playlist, pop playlist, jazz, R&B, Christian. I like every kind of music. But right now my favorite songs are Half of My Hometown by Kelsey Ballerini. She Likes Texas by Josh Abbott Band, or She's Like Texas, and probably Wait on You by Maverick City Music.